All right, guys, what is this? 2012 Chrysler or Dodge Caravan. Okay. They want me to go drive. It's been sitting out here waiting on me to go driving. Says it needs an alignment. She came in for an alignment, but the reasoning behind the alignment is kind of disturbing to me. So I was like, I'm not doing nothing until I drive it. Plus, y'all know how I am about alignments. You don't get no alignment until I inspect your front suspension, okay? Because consumers have been misled over the years. That's right, I said it, been misled. I mean, we're selling alignments now like oil changes. Like every 8,000 miles, you need an alignment. So if you're gonna do that, guys, make sure you're doing it. Make sure the car is right. You know, I'm not against upselling and things like that. I have no problem with that. But make sure, because the customer's gonna want to make sure things like the steering wheel being not centered, all of that matters. And look, right off the bat, guys, I'm only going, what is that, 30 miles per hour. This car is shaking like crazy. Oh my, now guys, vibration on an alignment will not fix a vibration. I'll be the first to tell you that. I'm about to turn around. There's no point in me going any further. Now, because they want an alignment, they're gonna get it inspected anyway. So I think the alignment is approved already. So what I'm gonna do, basically turn around. There's no point in me driving any further. Let me say this again, loud and clear. New guys, veterans, it doesn't matter. Even for the people that know this and have heard this time and time again, you may need a refresher, and it's okay. I need those every now and then. I need to be reminded of such things all the time. Let me say this loud and clear, guys. A front end alignment will not. Let me say this again, guys, loud and clear. A front end alignment will not stop your car from vibrating, shaking, shifting, any of that. Okay, keep in mind, look at the miles on this van. 50,000 miles, guys. Okay, so unless there's some visual damage underneath, the suspension is damaged, the cradle damaged, the lower control arms bent, unless there's some type of physical parts bent that you can see, it's likely alignment's not going to affect that at all. In fact, you may not even be able to do an alignment if something is bent. In fact, that's what alignments are for. Okay, if you have a front suspension part bent, your alignments will likely show that from a certain standpoint. Okay, certain standpoint. Also, guys, you got to keep in mind, once your car aligned at the factory, okay, the really true, I get in trouble for saying this, the only true way your car going to come out of alignment is things moving around. It's adjustment. Alignments are adjustments, okay? So when you need to adjust something, when you need to adjust alignment, you're merely adjusting for wear, for a wear part, for a part that's wearing. Okay, say if you need to bring camera out a little bit, it's likely the bushings in your lower control arm are wore out to the point where now the control arm is pushed in more. So, but that should be found on during the front end inspection. Okay, guys, so I always get a little highly concerned when I see alignments way off. Okay, if alignments are way off, yes, something is wrong. It's time for a new part. Whatever is affecting that particular adjustment, something is out of line. Okay, you need to check this stuff thoroughly. Okay, now sure, 1 degree here and there, yes, let's adjust this. Okay, but over time, as the car ages and as parts wear, alignment will become more and more out of specs due to parts wearing, bushings, rubber bushing. There's a rubber bushings in between two metal parts. Okay, they're there to cushion the blow. They're there to insulate. Who knows? Okay, but you need to understand why you're doing an alignment, why you're adjusting what you're adjusting. Let me put it that way. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's like toe. Can tie rods really become, can toe become out of out of adjustment, out of specs on its own? Guys, how would do camber come out of adjustment on its own? Okay, there's two big bolts holding those struts securely to the knuckle. All right, if you have to adjust that, guys, you need to be looking closely at that front suspension. That's all I'm gonna say on this, guys. So I'm pulling up into the I'm getting on the alignment rack right now. I am about to inspect this front suspension. This car is vibrating. I didn't even have to get to high speeds, guys, so it started vibrating. So a lot of things come into play. A lot of things can affect vibration, but we're gonna inspect this car and find out, guys. So let's get it. All right, guys, let me let y'all get a closer look at what's going on. Y'all see this? Okay, certain spots on this tire. First of all, I think this is the wrong size tire. It do not look the same size as that one, but forget that part about the size. Look at the bubble edge. Look at this. Okay, you see wire right here, and the tire is bubbled out right here. Guys, this is your vibration. Okay, I've said time and time before, again, before you do any kind of alignment, always check your front suspension out. Right there. This is what's causing that shake. Balance, wheel balance, none of that's gonna matter, guys. Okay, I basically, yeah, and this one here is worn out, so we have a tire issue. Now, like I say, guys, when you're doing alignment, always check your front suspension and your rear suspension, for that matter, and the rolling, the tires. Check the tires, guys. Check your bearings, check everything. Now, this tire here is doing the same thing that front one is doing. So this is what's causing this shake. Now, you still may need an alignment, but you don't know, and it would be redundant, or it wouldn't be wise to go ahead and do an alignment with your tires in this kind of condition and give it back to the customer, because they would basically think you didn't do nothing. 225, 65, R17. I'm not sure what this van calls for, what size, but at least they should all be matching. Let's see what size this is. Where is the size? Where is the size? 225, 65, R17. Yes, guys. Go ahead and check your brakes while you're at it. But for the most part, I am not finna set up the alignment equipment because there's no need. I will have the same problem. Good thing I went and test drove this before. That's another reason I suggest you test drive before and after. Now, what I did when I got under here, guys, I let the front suspension out. I took the load off of the control arm. That's pretty much the only way you're gonna check ball joints, conditions of ball joints and things like that. Okay, but I use my pry bar to pry up between the motor mounts. I want to see how loose the mounts were. There's a mount right here and there's a mount right there. So you want to see how much play, how much the engine is rocking, because all that play a factor in vibration. A lot of things play a factor in vibration. If you're vibrating on the load, you could suspect the half shaft, the axles, they could be out of balance. Vibration on the load and highway speeds, yes, half shaft could be out of balance, but that wasn't the case. This would vibrate right at 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, and it's because this tire is this is a name for it, guys. I'm gonna put it in the description. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm starting to do a lot of recording live as far as speaking on it, okay, and everything not in my head. If I had time to think about it, yeah, I would have the proper words for you, but off the fly, guys, I'm going off the fly. So the front suspension parts is intact. This car only have like 60,000 miles, I think. So yes, but it doesn't matter if it's low miles. Still check the front suspension. That's a telltale sign. That could get you um, to the point where you can proceed with everything else, because it makes no sense to align this car if any front suspension parts was loose. Y'all see when I did my 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, no, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock test and my 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock? Yes. All right. So guys, we're gonna talk some more, guys. Let me get this thing down and go right up an escalator. Stay tuned. I'm going away. I will be right back.